So around 12:30, we got word that there was a report of shots fired at the Polaris Mall. Obviously, here in the newsroom, that really just makes your heart kind of go to your throat, and you get nervous when you hear stuff like that about a big, very popular area. If you're a person inside that mall and you hear that going on, what's the first thing you should do?
Well, the first thing you should do is try your best not to panic. Um, it's very important that you try to keep your wits about you. Um, you want to identify as best you can where the shots are coming from. Obviously, if there's a way for you to get out of that location as quickly as possible, you should do that. Um, just leave your stuff. You don't, if you're in the middle of shopping, just leave your bags, leave everything, and look for safety. If the shooter is between you and an exit, then you need to try to find perhaps a location where you can hunker down, if you will, and perhaps barricade yourself in. And again, sometimes storage rooms, if you're in a, in a store, back room, a lunch area, anything where you can put something between you and the shooter. And then do your best to barricade that door. Try to make it as difficult as possible for anybody to break into that particular area. You want to silence your cell phone. Make sure that you're not making any noise. If there's lights that you can turn off, you want to make sure that you do that as well. Again, it's all based on the circumstances. So again, when people are shopping in general, they should think that these kinds of things can happen. You know, Certainly going shopping at Polaris or wherever, if you're at a restaurant, another location, one of the first things you should do when you get there is to make sure that you identify possible exit locations and things like that. So, and just in case something like that should happen, you can, get out quickly, or at least look for things that you can get behind and protect yourself.
So, Harry, being calm in that situation can be not so easy for a lot of people. If you are coming across somebody who might not know what is going on, should you be helping other people out, maybe saying discreetly, no, this way, or, be quiet? What should you do to help the people around you once you know that you and, say, your family is safe?
Well, again, the most important thing is saving yourself or certainly a loved one. If you're depending on the circumstances, again, if you have the opportunity to get others to come with you, act fast, get out as quickly as you can. Like I said, if you identify the shooter is in front of you in a position where you're not able to escape in that, then get as many people as you can as quickly as possible, go in, barricade, and, the old scenario of run, hide, fight. Run, get away from it, hide if you can't run away, and be prepared to fight with everything you have if, in fact, the shooter tries to make entry into the location where you're at.
So I know a lot of people here in Ohio, it's a very open carry as well as concealed carry state. There might be people there. Do you ever want to make it into a situation where police aren't there and say you see this kind of active shooter thing take place? Do you ever want to take it into your own hands? If you are somebody who does carry, what should you do in that situation?
Well, again, depending on the scenario, if this person is actively engaged in harming or shooting other individuals, it's incumbent upon each of us, if you're in that situation, legally to have the authority when you see that occurring to take action. The thing that you have to remember is you have to be careful of where you're shooting. We're not talking about long shots or anything like that at this point. We're talking very close shots. It's okay for you to take action to protect your life or the life of others, But beyond that, it's best to just leave it for the professionals and do your best to get out as quickly as possible.
Harry, is there anything that I didn't ask that you would like to add? I think we covered it.
Yeah, I think we covered it. I can't think of anything else other
Okay.
than, the importance of people, no matter where they are. Uh, think that these kinds of things can happen. And as remotely or as unlikely as they are to occur, it's still wise for you to look for your escapes, look for places you might be able to hide or barricade in. And, if, you never have to use it or whatever, that's fine. But at least if you find yourself in that situation and you've thought about it a little bit, you'll be a lot more quicker to respond and potentially save your life and the life of others.